late news update. Thousands flee Lithuania to avoid threatened George Nagus documentary. President Bush declares a piece of broccoli in our time. And the Duchess of York produces a bouncing 6-pound cheesecake. But first, in a shock reshuffle situation scenario, the Hawke caretaker government has abolished the ministries that caused all the bloody trouble recently and replaced them with new designer departments. Out go the ministries of Finance, Social Security and the Treasury. In comes the mega ministry for low rent, nice weekends, finding loose change behind the sofa cushions, firm buttocks and thighs, and unlimited oral sex during office hours. The controversial department of holding down pensioners and rifling their assets will be retained by Paul Keating because, as a spokesman explained, it's too late to retrain him. Sport. Oh, sorry. Eating for food. Food.
Sport. There was blood on the canvas tonight when Australia's cruiserweight indoor chess tornado, Marvin Mindblower Milk, crushed Sweden's Ingmar Brain Crusher Bergman in a last move on the bell at the climax of a sit-down, knockout, sudden death correspondence match held over 9 months at the Barry Jones Think Tank and Drag Racing Coliseum. Milk was 3 pawns down with his bishop nowhere he ought to be and his queen facing a very black knight when he brought the crown to its knees with a variation of the Lovelace gambit. White rook to black king, black knight to trouser pocket, jam black rook up Bergman's nose and send someone round to his house to kick his dog. A shaken Bergman said, "I haven't seen a move like that since Woody Allen put the hard word on Diane Keaton in Play It Again, Sam." Milk now flies to Vesuvius, where he will meet Jane Fonda in the first nude chess playoff ever staged in a live volcano. Marvin, you sure blow my mind.
Oh, God, Carmen, you really oughtn't to embarrass our national heroes like that.
Marvin and I lived together for 5 years, Veronica.
Oh.
While we finished our PhDs.
Oh.
Back to the Fast and Furious.
Chip.
Well, Greg, do you like to disagree with people? No! Maybe you like to tackle social issues. Then you could be leader of the opposition. You get to play devil's advocate. And you'll head the shadow cabinet. Be concerned with Australian families. Your wife's in Labour. The left wing, bitch! Rule the party with an iron fist. Turn down the music. Go out and press the flesh. What a well-hung parliament! Party whip. And the loyal support of your opposition colleagues. Why not get yourself a safe seat? Remember to attract those swinging voters. Be the leader of the opposition. Be the man with the tan when the politics hits the fan.
Well, it appears that our lost audience member, Tony Grant, is still lost. No one's claimed her yet, so here she is. Here's Tony. Don't worry, Tony, I'm sure we'll find someone to claim you soon. Meanwhile, Mr. Elliot Goblet is a very good friend of mine. I had the pleasure of working with him last year in the United States of America. You've seen him on Hey Hey. You've seen him on Hunch. You've seen him reading the news for SBS. And now, see him here, live, even as he speaks, Mr. Elliot Goblet.
Yeah, hello, and it's great to be inside your television. Last week I flew up to Cairns to perform at a conference And on the flight, I found the pilot to be a shy, introverted sort of a guy. And I knew that he was, because not once did he come out of his room. And I got into trouble for trying to open a window just above the wing of the plane. My argument was I needed a wide, flat surface to lay out my jigsaw puzzle. And I spent a lot of time in the aeroplane toilet, because there's something about being high up in the sky. Take two. And I spent a lot of time in the aeroplane toilet because there's something about being high up in the sky in a confined space with people knocking on the door that really turns me on. It's my dream to open a simulated African safari park where me and my friends attach horns to our heads and run around chasing Land Rovers. And you heard it first right here at the big gig. One time I couldn't straighten a crooked picture and it really bothered me, so I re-wallpapered on an angle. Last week my girlfriend told me she'd had an affair with this other man 7 times. Understandably I was upset and I told her if it happens again they'll both have to move out of my house. This is a nice audience. Last month I did a Bucks night and the guys were all drunk and just kept yelling out, "Get your gear off, Elliot." And after I did that, it was really hard getting back into my normal act again. I got thrown out of a classical concert for heckling the conductor. I told him to turn around so he could see his face. To me, the great thing about being a test match bowler is that you get the opportunity to shine a cricket ball on your groin in front of thousands of people. I'd like to change the pace a bit now. Last week I had mumps, measles, malaria, hay fever, yellow fever, glandular fever, hepatitis, arthritis, dermatitis, sinusitis, tonsillitis, laryngitis, gallstones, kidney stones, diabetes, piles and tinea. But I'm okay now. My lemon tree is starting to grow raisins, but I don't really mind because the raisins are big and they're yellow and they're sour. I spent most of today walking around in a circle in a revolving door. It was one of those days where I needed to be continually on the move but didn't want to go very far. When I sleep with a girl, I like to be underneath the bed. Or if I'm by myself, I like to go to sleep in a standing position. That way getting up in the morning isn't so difficult. Pretty kinky, eh? At the moment, I'm writing a film called Son of Mr. Ed. The unfortunate story about a talking horse who has no one to talk to because his owner is mute. I like to drop a ball of snow down the front of my trousers, then see how long it takes before I get a big wet patch. Makes me go internally berserk. One time at a restaurant I saw a guy choking on a chicken bone, so I pulled out my camera and photographed him from all sorts of different angles. You just don't get opportunities like that every day. I worry about the effect of spray cans on the ozone layer, so I use a roll-on fly spray. But you've got to be quick to catch the little buggers. Time for me to get out of your television, so bye for now.
Hi, it's me, Candida. The other day I was thinking, right? Yeah. You know, I'm healthy and I'm fit and I'm happy and I'm well adjusted and I don't have any fears or self-doubts, you know. Except for that, of course I did. Yourself is a reflection of your furniture. Yeah, they said I was like a coarse weave flicati rug and I let people walk all over me, which was true. I gave them $500 to tell me that. Yeah. But apart from that, you know, like I have a really lucky life, right? And you know, and I should put something back into society because society gives me so much, right? So I decided what I would do is give help to the people that were less fortunate than myself, you know? And I don't mean the girl at the gym who got the social disease from the Nautilus equipment. No, I mean, I'm talking about those people who are out or got it. No, it doesn't hurt. Yeah, no, I'm talking about like the people on the brink of despair, right? Who are caught up in the car park of life, going round and round, down, down, never finding a parking spot, never finding a lift out. I have been to the depths of despair, and it's dark, and it's horrible, and I couldn't find my car. I've woken up in the middle of the night screaming, level 2, level 2! Yeah, so that's why I decided to volunteer to be a counsellor for Lifeline, yeah. It is totally fantastic, right? Because I love talking to people who are miserable. Yeah, like I talked to this woman, right, and she said she'd just lost a job and her boyfriend. She didn't have anywhere to live and she didn't have any money and she was really, really confused. And I said, you know, what's your star sign? And she said she was a Libran, and I said, well, don't worry about it, you were meant to be confused. Oh, I'm a natural for this job. And back and back and back and back. Anyway, then I spoke to this man and he said, and got it. He said, right, that he was really depressed and no, why I call them Roman rings. They won't stay still. Oh, I got it. Right, I talked to this man, right? And he said he was really depressed and he was filled with anxiety. No, that's all right. He was filled with anxiety and guilt, right? And and he felt like killing himself. And I said, no, what sort of work do you do? And he said he was a real estate agent. And I said, well, look, just look on the bright side. If you kill yourself, you might come back as a worthwhile person. With a proper job. Come back as a toad. Yeah, either way is ahead. Yeah. But then last night, right, I got this phone call and I knew from this man's breathing that he was really, really tense, right? Yeah, and then he said he wanted to get a picture of who he was talking to, so he asked me what I looked like and what I was wearing. Yeah, but that didn't make him any more relaxed. He even got tenser. I said, you have got to learn to relax, right? What I do when I'm not feeling myself, I take a really nice long walk, right? And then I thought, Candida, don't say that, it could be on a roof or a cliff with a car phone. I said, don't worry about the walk, just find somewhere comfortable, right? Get a grip on yourself and concentrate on your breathing, right? In, out, breathe in, breathe out. Feel it going in, feel it going out. Slower, slower. All right, faster, faster. And then he started groaning, and I said, come on, come on. There is no use flogging yourself over spilt milk. Because, right, we've all done things we wish we hadn't. Like the time I ran into the back of a Porsche. I'm still paying it off. And I said to him, and we all have bad dreams. Like I have this recurring nightmare, right, where I go to the gym and I've forgotten to wear my leotards and tights. And he said, yes, yes, yes. And I thought to myself, does he have the same dream? Yeah. And then I said, let it out. That's right, let it out, let it out, let it all out, let it all out. And then he just sort of whimpered. And he went really quiet. And I said, don't forget your breathing, come on, in, out, got in, and he said, no, it's all right, I've had enough for a while. And then he tried to give me his credit card number and pay me. And I said, you don't have to pay me, it's free, this is a social service. And he said, in all my years as a theatre critic, I've never heard of such a thing. Yeah. He said, I've always had to pay, you know, for some things. And I said, no, this is a government service. This is a hands-on, no-holds-bar, upfront government service. It says it in the brochure. Yeah, so anytime you want to ring, ring. If you've got an itch, scratch it, I always say. Totally therapeutic.
That was Candida, and she is totally gorgeous. You okay, Tony? That's good. Our next guest is also totally gorgeous in his own sweet way. He's come all the way from Canada, and he is currently slaying him in the aisles at the last joke, the joke last of the laugh one that it is in. The last laugh in Melbourne. Please make him welcome Mr. Paul Wildbum.
Thank you, thank you. I actually wasn't going to be here tonight. I belong to this organization called Paranoids Anonymous. And they called me up and said there was a meeting, but they wouldn't tell me where it was. So, here I am. I want to talk to you about death tonight, which I think is the biggest paranoia anybody has, and a lot of myths about death. Things like, people respect cats because they have 9 lives. This is not true. You take a large rock and hit a cat once, twice, he's gone. I checked it out. A lot of people are, you know, if you take out insurance, you're worth more dead than alive. So you can actually calculate this. You can look at your policy, you go, okay, if I lose 2 fingers, a foot, and 1 of my ears, I can get that stereo. If I lose both my legs and both arms, I can afford that car. And if I die, I got a vacation. This is great. And if you're a tourist, you go someplace, right away everybody goes, let's look at the dead stuff. Hey, here's a city. These people have been dead for 5,000 years. Let's take some pictures. Great. Hey, there's a guy dying on the street. Let's go to his house in an hour. It doesn't work. But that's not why I came here. I came here because when you die, they say your life flashes in front of you, kind of like a movie. It's kind of like an Oscars thing, I think. You know, when I go, it's going to be like a great flick. I'm going to be there. That's going to be like, I'd like to thank the Academy very much for this award for my death movie. And I'd especially like to thank my mom and dad, without whom this movie could not have been produced. And all those other little people who took time out of their own movies to be involved in my life. So I'd like to present to you now a little death movie. You know, just think about that. You know, you look at dead stuff, probably like 5,000 years from now, people will come back to this studio. They'll go, this is where they made the big gig. They're all dead now. Yeah, that's where they did that classic episode with Paul Wildbaum. Yeah, he was here just that day. Death, the movie. Me, me, me. Me, me, me. Yeah. Good morning, good morning. Singing in the shower. Pour, 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 pour. Let's have another cup of coffee. Burp. Let's have another. Click. And 1 and 2 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 and. He's gone. Oh, thank God. Me, me, me. Me, me, me. Good morning, good morning. It's great. Singing in the shower. Pour, pour, pour. Let's have another cup of coffee. Click, click, click. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Who is it? No one home. Get the TV. Get the fridge. Couch. Gotta hide. Quick. Oh. 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 Hey. Oh. 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 Oh.
Good evening. Here is a further news update. In tonight's news, Bill Wyman and Lang Hancock to star in remake of Lolita, Danny Minogue quits cast of Lolita, and broccoli found to cause Dan Quayle in Rats. But first, in a short lateral reshuffle, the Foster's Liberal Party has redressed its front bench from left to right, according to ability. John Howard becomes shadow minister for wet weekends, brown shoes and leaking beetroot sandwiches. Fred Cheney takes on the high-profile portfolio of dry humping visitors' legs and new best friend. Chancellor Professor Dr. Sir John Hewson, OBE, QED, BA, will allocate parking space. And Andrew Peacock, who resigned last week, will join the travelling Wilburys to replace the late Roy Orbison in skiffle and contralto.
Showbiz. It was an evening of triumph and glamour when the ABC News Task Force team swept the board at the prestigious 1990 Doogie Awards for television news presentation last night. The Tenterfield Masonic Hall was a fairyland of crepe streamers and mirror balls, and the Great Western flowed like wine. Among the ABC programs to snatch the coveted doogies from the commercial networks were Four Corners for their investigation of passive asbestos exposure among hearing-impaired single lesbian parent government social workers in the far north, and the 7:30 report for its expose of the official chaos during the far northern floods, when no one heard the alarm go off. But the loudest ovation was reserved for our very own News Force task reader, Veronica Glenn Huntley, who was unanimously awarded the Platinum Doogie for her consistent poise, clarity, articulation, and personality. Miss Glenn Huntley was unfortunately indisposed with prenatal dry heaves that night. Her award was proudly accepted by me. Miss Glenn Huntley's husband, Australian golfing god Wayne Lightning Truscott, made a stirring speech in which he praised Veronica as the one person living who has done most to make the news seem respectable. Ecstatic ABC personnel then adjourned to the Tenterfield Buffaloes Club Disco, where they wined and dined and sang and danced to a passionate, glistening salsa band until the whole room throbbed with celebration. Well, where is it? Oh, Veronica. I nearly forgot. Oh, sorry, broke. You know how Wayne drives when he's had a few. To the rest of the galaxy.
Hi kids and welcome to Toy Box. It's the groovy news show where you get to find out all the biggest things in kiddies rock and roll. I'm Matty P and it's a big Toy Box hello to you, Matty Q.
Big Toy Box hello to you, Big M.
And a big Toy Box hello to all the boys and girls.
Hello. Yeah, right on, yeah.
All right, now let's get straight into it. And the biggest news in kiddies rock and roll this week is that British supergroup The Wombles look set to reform. I've heard that ace axeman Dougal from the Magic Roundabout is going to fill in for Uncle Orinoco on lead guitar.
That's right, Matty. They're getting together for a huge anti-apartheid gig at Wembley Stadium. Also appearing on the bill will be U2, the B-52s, Desmond Tutu, the Hoodoo Gurus, Pierre Ubu, Black Uhuru and Kasha Gugu.
Yeah, all right. And Italian pop star Pinocchio has apparently had a nose job. We spoke to Pinocchio's manager, Geppetto, and he told us that Pinocchio wants to look more like his idol, Mr. Squiggle.
Pinocchio's at number 5 on the charts with Puppet on a String. Number 4, Ice-T with Here Is My Spout. Number 3, The Trolls with Who's That Walking Over My Bridge Over Troubled Water. Whispering Jack Be Nimble has teamed up with Simply Red Riding Hood for the great Grandma's House Mix. And at number 1, for 3 weeks in a row, Fox on the Run by Basil Brush.
All right, yeah. Rock like Baz. Yeah, Basil Brush. Hey,
Not a bad
there's actually a bit of a hot rumour going around about Basil at the moment. Have you heard about Basil? Apparently, yeah, he's a glove puppet.
Yeah. Hey, guess what, kids?
What do you got, Matty?
I've got the new Kurt Dirt here from Crowded Cubby House.
All right.
Yeah. I've whacked it on the old Kurt Dirt player. I borrowed it from old Groovy G.
Yeah.
And guess what? Have a listen to the production on this number, will you? Yeah, really rocks
rocking
on. You can
bass line,
scratch it
yeah,
and
to the
everything.
max.
But the funny thing is, some of the fellas were messing around with this in the studio before, and listen what happens when you play it backwards. Yeah.
Kill your sister with a spanner. Kill your sister with a spanner.
Whoa!
Heavy gear.
Yeah, very heavy gear. And speaking of heavy gear, Woolly Bully legend Bar Black Sheep has been arrested at Penang Airport on drug charges. Apparently he was caught with 3 bags full. There you go, Matty. Police are now looking for a little boy who lives down the lane.
All right. Yeah, right on, kids. Well, that's about all we've got time for in Toy Box. Please join us next week when we'll be looking inside Terence Trent Barbie's camper van.
Right on.
That was the Empty Pockets, 2 nice guys, but unfortunately they sold out. Definition of a comedian who sells out? Someone who makes television commercials for more money than I did. But here's someone who will never sell out because she hears a message. A woman. She is a woman. I'll rewind and say that again. Because she is a woman with a message. Denise Scott. You okay, Tony? Come on, darling. We'll go this way.
Now, the Bible tells us all to go forth and multiply. Now, that's a simple enough instruction, but be warned, it can lead to complications, like children. Now, but having children is a fascinating experience. I mean, even the pregnancy test is fascinating because, of course, you do a midstream urine sample. Now, has anyone here tonight done a midstream urine sample? Anyone here got children? Anyone here had sex? Anyone know what it is? No, well, I could not do mine at the doctor's. I'll be frank with you. I cannot piss on demand. No way. So I was able to do mine at home, and what a mind-expanding experience it was. I mean, I'd never thought of my wee as having a beginning, a middle, and an end. Sort of like poetry, in motion, except in poetry you capture the essence in words. In a midstream urine sample you capture the essence in an old Vegemite jar. And look, what a perplexing time I had on the toilet. I mean, there I was, all set to go, jar in hand, and just when the hell does the middle of your wee start? I mean, is it now? Yes, go now. Oh, no, too soon. Oh, yes, better go now. Psst. Too late. You've missed the whole lot. But I finally did get a sample together and I went to the doctors. Now, not being really familiar with pregnancy tests, I wasn't overly concerned when the doctor took the lid off the jar and sniffed it. However, when he put his finger in, true, twirled it around and licked it. It's true, madam, true. I became suspicious. However, when he smacked his lips and said, "You obviously like garlic," I became positively bilious. In fact, I would have vomited in his rubbish bin, except I thought, my God, he might lick that too. Anyway. Then I began to panic. My hormones went whizzing around and around and around inside of me until they came together in a big lump of realisation. Or poo, I'm not sure. Is garlic detrimental for unborn babies? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, my God, I'm going to give birth to a monster. Oh, my God, my baby might look like Darren Hinch. Worse, my baby might think like Darren Hinch. Then the doctor took my hand. He said, "Denise, the bad news is I can't tell you whether you're pregnant or not. The good news is I can tell you you make a damn fine salad dressing." Of course, I had taken the wrong jar off the kitchen bench. Stupid, really stupid. Oh, God, I got so stupid. Hang on. There was only one jar on the kitchen bench. Where the hell was my midstream urine sample? Then it came over me like a hot flush. Not the sample. A realisation. Last night's dinner party. The avocado vinaigrette. And they all said it had been so tasty. And when they asked me, was it difficult to make, I just didn't know what truth I was speaking when I said, "Oh, it's a piece of piss." Thank you very much.
That's all about time. That's good. Well, unfortunately, no one has claimed Tony yet, so I'm hanging on to it for a moment anyway. All right, Tony? Good girl. Now, these next performers, I've heard a lot about them. Everywhere I go, people tell me, "This act is terrific." You should push your hair out of there. Oh, that's not good. Everyone tells me how superb they are, and so I'm going to go and see them at the Universal Theatre in Melbourne, to see how good they are, and I'm going to heckle them, by golly, because I think it builds character. They are originally from New Zealand, but truly an international act. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to enjoy these people. Front Lawn.
I'll never have anything more than I've got today. If I'm not happy now, I'll probably stay that way. There is no denying I've got to keep on trying, but I'll never have anything more than I've got today. No, I'll never have anything more than I've got today. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll never have anything more than I've got today.
Sing it, baby.
Thank you. If I'm not happy now, I'll probably stay that way. You'll probably stay that way. But, well, there is no denying, however, I've got to keep on trying, but I'll never have anything more than I've got today. I'll never have anything more. No, I'll never have anything more than I've got today. Concertina solo. there, Don.
Sorry about that.
No, I'll never have anything more than I've got today. No, I'll never have anything more than I've got today.
You can sing along if you like. The words go, I'll never have...
No, I'll never have anything more than I've got today.
I'll never have anything more than I've got today.
No, I'll never have anything more than
Maybe
I've
we
got
could get them.
today.
We could get them clapping. How about clapping? Oh, I know I'll never have anything more than I've got today. We're from New Zealand. No, I'll never singing
Than I've got today.
Let's hear you on your own.
No, I'll never.
Have a fading accent.
No, I'll never.
He's not singing over there. He's not singing. Louder.
No, I'll never have anything more than I've got today. No, I'll never have anything more than I've got today.
This tale beginneth, dear gentles, some many years ago, in a far-off, strange, and curious place called the Land of Joe. False-hearted rogues with power, each one of them more bent, said, I'm corrupt, really, I am too, let's form a government. You could hear King Bajolki's laughter as he connived and gerrymandered, and the sound of stretch marks stretching as Lord Russ Hinds expanded. Foul deeds befell protesters, blacks died without question, while Joe ate Flo's pumpkin scones and complained of indigestion. Graft and vice one day, and more of it the next. Men overbearing, overpaid, and badly oversexed. But then spake a man, Fitzgerald, made from metal, fierce and fiery. Something smells rotten like a cane toad's fart. We need an inquiry. To see the truth of the hearing proved an easy feat, as Joe stuttered with the eloquence of a dyslexic frog on heat. You southerners, troublemakers with your condom machine, try and shove it down our throats. Now, why don't you just come clean? A few $100,000, why, goodness gracious me, just gifts from friends with interests in keeping Queensland free. Of course, I know the meaning of the powers of separation, putting Nancy boys in prison and curbing masturbation. You ought to move to Queensland, be good for your soul. Up here we've got corruption completely under our control. And so the age of darkness ended. The next election was a loss, and the people rejoiced gaily as they placed their trust in Goss. Then the Federal Nationals crumbled with their leader, Charlie Blunt. Seems the voters had decided he was really just a silly politician. Now democracy spreads across the world and frees the Eastern Bloc, and the people shout, good on you, Gorby, you're quite a decent block. For now, we can elect a competent party when the other collapses in failure. 'Tis a pity methinks we don't have the same choice right here in Australia. And the writing on the wall said that there shall be no wall. Open speech and equal rights shall be enjoyed by all. Whether Bajolki, Sesescu or Deng Xiaoping, we're going to stop your fascist crap and bring an end to tyranny everywhere. Now don't you worry about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony Aykroyd. Well, I don't know. Still no one's claimed Tony, and I really feel that there's a sense of love in the air. So, Tony, I'll just show you my dressing room for about 5 minutes or so. So we'll see you a little bit later, okay? See you later, guys.
This is disgusting! I can't believe it. Get apart, you two! Come on, enough's enough, please! Can
Can you believe it? They've been snogging on all the way through Glynn stuff, all the way through Anthony stuff. I can't believe it. Young people in this world are disgusting. Fred Nile would be disgusted with you all. Look as you're down there. Stop hugging each other. Come on, get apart, you mongrels. Get apart. Stop it, mate. I've seen that. Get your tongue out of that woman's head. You, get back, boy. Bit of light between you two. I can't believe young people today. It's disgusting and filthy. Get apart. Get apart.
Get your hands
Come
up.
on.
Are you married, mate? Are you married? Would your wife like to see your head right through this kind of thing?
Hey,
You're only about 8 years old. Cut it out. That's right. Get out of the way, you filthy, dirty people. Filthy, filthy. We're the Doug Anthony All-Stars! Honestly, look, young people, I know what's going through your mind. I know what crowd hysteria can be like. Because I remember when I was a little kid living in Port Moresby, my Uncle Robin and Uncle Terry dragged me along to see Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs happening down the local high school. And I was very excited. There were about 300 other little kids in the audience who were very excited because we were there to see something become real, like a legend come into existence. Snow White, who was a fantasy, becomes so real for us. That's very important for little kids, and I think we should destroy it. And we were sitting there, and then suddenly the curtain went up, whoosh! And there she was, Snow White. And she was a marvellous, beautiful, pulchritudinous being, exuding love and goodness like Weston's biscuits or something. And behind her there were 7 real dwarves, and they were all wearing crash helmets, hurling one another around the theatre, having a great time. And Snow White turned to us and she said, "Hello, boys and girls." And we said, "Hello, Snow White." Oh, she wants my body. Jailbait, jailbait. And she said, "Now, boys and girls, can you tell me where those naughty little dwarves are?" And we said, "Yes, they're behind you. They're behind you." And she said, "Oh." "Where?" And we said, "They're behind you. They're behind you." And she said, "Oh." "Where?" We said, "They're behind you! They're behind you! They're behind you!" Started slashing the seats with our crayons. Now this went on for 25 minutes. And eventually the girl who was sitting next to me turned and said, "Ah, don't tell her, she's obviously a dickhead."
Settle down. I call this sexual behaviour. I'm disgusted.
Guess what? Tim and I got told a secret today, and we promised Richard we wouldn't tell, but we really can't keep it back. Richard's got a girlfriend.
Richard's got a girlfriend. Richard's got a girlfriend. Oh, lovers, lovers.
Oh, look, you're all so immature. Why don't you two just grow up a little, okay?
Oh, Richard. I know Richard's got a girlfriend because I saw them at the drive-in last night, throating.
We were necking.
Not the way you were doing it.
Come here, come here. We're thinking of putting Richard into a mental hospital because he keeps thinking he's a duck. He's gone completely quackers.
Crackers! Oh, but actually, I approve of Richard taking on a lover because I believe if every day you can make one person squeamy, you've led a worthwhile day. Even if that person is yourself.
Come here, come here. We've really got to put Richard in a mental home because he thinks he's a cross between a monkey and a fairy. He's a chimpanzee.
Oh, look, that is just so childish. Why don't you two just grow up? And as for you, Paul McDermott, I know that you don't know what you're talking about, Paul McDermott, because you don't even know how to do it, Paul McDermott.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
For your information, Rich, they call me the Wizard of Lovemaking. They call me the Master of the Little Death. They call me the Oracle of Orgasm. Just watch this, Richard. Everyone watch. Here we go. Roseanne Cobar! Size of an elephant! Roseanne Cobar! Size of the tsetse fly! Didn't even touch the sides. Roseanne Cobar! Size of a cantaloupe! Want some yogurt with that? Roseanne Cobar! The white tornado! Wow! It gets in.
Oh, look, just as I thought, you don't know anything about sex. And how about you, Tim? What do you know?
Oh, Richard, wake up and smell the coffee. I've had so many lovers, I can't even remember who they are.
Name one.
I can't remember who they are. Yeah. But I know how you do it. You put the hiking clamps on there and you put the video on pause and then yeah. Oh, that really parts the hair.
What about coitus?
Ah, there's no time for games when the king's doing it.
Just as I thought, neither of you know what you're talking about because neither of you have ever had sex. You're both virgins. Virgins.
Virgins. Virgins.
Oh, yeah, well, we're saving ourselves.
Yeah.
We'd rather be virgins than have a girlfriend like Mary Ann. She's so ugly, she wouldn't even pass a pencil test. She wouldn't even pass a Mr. Squiggle test. Oh, Miss Jane. Oh, Miss Jane. Oh, Miss Jane.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up.
Oh.
Her name was Hieronymus Bosch, that's why no one dates her. She said in a previous life, used to be a painter. I've seen her garden of earthly delights. Open up a triptych and turned out the lights.
Mary Ann, dumb stupid Mary Ann. How did he wind up with such an ugly girlfriend? She looked like Roy Orbison just before he died.
Or like Joan of Arc before she got deep fried. Just like a New York disco, only crunchy.
Richard took to dating, just like a duck to water. It was water off a duck's back when he slept with Tucker's daughter. That night he changed from a tadpole to a frog. He should have become a prince, but then he's such a dog. Mary Ann, dumb stupid Mary Ann. How did he wind up with such an ugly girlfriend? If beauty is skin deep, then I'll pervert her for snout.
And if her then they should turn her inside
out. Mary Ann, dumb stupid Mary Ann. You're so stupid, are you sure you're not American? Mary Ann, he's ugly too. Mary Ann, ugly girlfriend. Yeah!
That's enough! That's enough! Mary Ann! Mary Ann, what are you doing, Mary Ann? Mary Ann!
Good evening. Here is a final news update. In tonight's news, Gallard donates brain to man. Charles Blunt and Pretty Boy both doing well. Victorian ALP to scratch Kane from ticket. And Iron Man held for serial killings. But first, the dwindling National Party has failed in its bid to amalgamate with either the Liberal Party, Fred Niles' call to Australia to take that out and wipe it party, or the Grafton Mafia. Each of these groups agreed that they had to draw the line somewhere. The National Party will instead press for amalgamation with Ashton's Circus on the grounds that they've got wall-to-wall clowns and they know their way around animals. A neutral Charles Blunt explained to reporters, the National Party always said that if it didn't move, cut it down, and if it did move, kill it and stuff it. We didn't realise we meant us.
Well, Veronica, congratulations on the award.
Thank you.
Although it doesn't mean as much as doing a good job, does it?
Well, one always shows that when one hasn't got one. Wayne and I have got rooms full of awards. In fact, Wayne is getting very good at putting up shelves.
Well, it's true. I only have one little award.
Oh.
For nuclear physics.
Well, it's almost the end of the show, and no one has come forward to claim Tony. What a pity. Tony, you ever been to Brisbane before? No? All right, you're coming with me tomorrow, okay? See you there tomorrow, everyone. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a fantastic time here this evening. Well, I have anyway. So how about the end of the show with a big sound from Mr. Big J. McNeely and the Mighty Reapers!
All that wine is gone, everybody. All that wine is gone. Can't hear ya. All that wine is gone. Cold cherry. All that wine is gone. White lightning. All that wine is gone. Thunderbird. All that wine is gone. Listen to me. Sitting in the corner, mad as I can be, right? Sitting in the corner, mad as I can be, right? Cause the one that you catch done stole that wine from me. Hey. My baby come to see me, she couldn't stay long. I had to leave you, daddy, cause the wine is all gone. All that wine is gone. Everybody! All that wine is gone. Can't gone. Oh, Jerry, all that wine. Blow your soul, baby. All